Hello, everybody. Welcome into Talking Fitchburg on this Tuesday, January 5th, 2021. Jeremy Crosby here, back in the studio. It's a dusty studio. It's a sad studio. I miss being here. It's doesn't feel right after this past year being at home. So the times I do get to come into the office, definitely take some time to enjoy it. But we got it all dusted off here, Andrew, and Andrew's still back at the Bamlet Bar down the fort.
Hello.
I think I yelling at you from down. Usually you're just down the hall from me. When I say hall, like not very far.
Around the corner. Yep. Like
now you're
12 feet.
But yet, we're so close. Like the way there's a slight delay, maybe, but we still can talk. Like we're that close.
Yes, we're here.
Technology, Andrew.
Technology is great.
2021 technology.
Well, look out, world.
That's all I'm saying. We being back here too, Andrew, and having to put all the equipment up.
Yeah.
Like that's also that's something, but yeah, it's nice to be back here. And in fact, Scott's in the office too today, so poor guy's got to be in his office while I'm here, and got my mask.
Yep.
Here, so when I get out of here, I'll get back into the office and hide there the rest of the day as I finish off work here. But I'm excited. I came in the office today because we had a special meeting, and I'm going to tell you about that coming up here in the headlines. Very excited to tell you about some. It's not breaking news, but it's new news. Right here on Fact TV. And we're going to get to that. We have a busy show. On top of me just breaking some news this morning. I'm still stuck in morning mode, by the way. We also will be talking a little bit more about those tax payments. We, being our staff, Scott created a nice video showing you exactly how to make those tax payments by appointment only, and want to make sure that we emphasize that. So we'll talk a little bit about that coming up, and check in with the Fitchburg Senior Center. Jill McCone's here. We got to brighten up her day. She's feeling a little blue today. We're gonna cheer her up and find out what's happening down there at the Fitchburg Senior Center. So a lot to get to here on the show. And Andrew, let's go ahead and do we have like some theme music or something you can put in there? This just in from the newsroom. Scott tells me in my ear that sports returns to Fact TV. Say what? Here it is, Friday night. That's right. We are working with the Verona Area School District to bring you some sports coverage. Let me tell you what's going on this Friday, January 8th. Live coverage of the boys swimming. Yeah, Verona High School boys swimming. We're going to be bringing all of their virtual meets live this year. And you're like, well, what's a virtual meet? Because you're at home watching it virtually. Well, actually, the competition is virtual. So the swim teams are going to stay at their home facilities, and they're going to still swim, do all the timing, and then they'll compare the results at the end, and we'll find out who the winner is. So this Friday, starting at 4:30 p.m., our coverage will be live right here on Fact TV. You'll be able to watch that swim meet from the brand new Verona Area High School Aquatic Center, and that's where we were. Scott and I stopped in for a tour today, checking out the digs. It is a very nice facility, and we're excited to bring you this coverage. We have not covered sports, we've covered sports. We have not covered swimming, so we're ready to take a dip. See how I did that, Andrew? Take a dip into swimming. Also, we're not only doing just that, we're doing some other sports as well. We're going to be bringing you coverage of gymnastics as well. Varsity gymnastics will be covering their meets as well. And this is the full schedule that you see on the screen here. So we start off with a couple of weeks of swimming, then we'll go back and forth and end with gymnastics. So again, we'll be broadcasting that. The other caveat to this is the reason we're involved is actually we're helping broadcast this so the parents can watch these events as well, because nobody else besides the athletes, coaches, and facility managers, and including Fact TV, is allowed in they're the only ones allowed in the space. So everybody else has to stay away while these virtual meets go on. So just like the boys swimming, the gymnastics, same thing. Both teams will stay at their home facilities, but compete and then compare the scores at the end of the day. And that's how that works. So all that going to be over on our comm channel, F2. We'll get you all the details as it gets closer. But this Friday is that kickoff. And so excited to have that. All right, let's get into some other news here. Be healthy be happy. Got this for you through a collaboration with UW School of Family Medicine and the Community Health Central Wisconsin Area Health Education Center and the Fitchburg Senior Center. The Senior Center is excited to offer a series of health-related presentations via Zoom beginning in February. Watch for a topic listing and information and how to register for February's newsletter. The series is free, but advanced sign-up is necessary for each program. Also, save the date here. This is pretty cool. Edgewood School of Nursing and the Million Hearts Screening Program is going to be coming our way by appointment only on Thursday, February 18th. We have details coming. If you stick into a little bit later into the show today, we'll talk with Jill McCone, director of the Senior Center, and she'll tell us what the partner with the nurses from Edgewood College. Pretty cool. It's something that started last year. And continuing it this year. We'll see up in just a little bit. Also, seeing you on some changes with the home delivery. If you're getting home delivered meals, per the recommendation of CDC, Center for Disease Control and Prevention, regarding the COVID-19 virus, social distancing is extremely important in preventing the spread of this disease. So please see the changes below. Meals will be delivered on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Fridays only. You'll receive one meal per day. If you are currently receiving meals and feel this schedule does not work for you, please contact your social workers. We've got two great ones, Amy Jordan, Sarah Falkers, 270-4295 or 4294. You can get their information and or give them a call, and they'll give you information on this if food security is becoming an issue and you would like to see if you qualify for home delivered meals. Please contact the social workers listed there above. All right, we're going to continue on now with the Inclusive Playground fundraiser going on. This is coming, hopefully, to the McKee Park in Fitchburg. The Optimist Club is looking for your help to build a truly inclusive playground for kids and families of all abilities. The funds will go towards accessible play structure, poured in place rubber surface, benches, tables, and shade structures, each specifically designed for people of all abilities to enjoy. Designed in partnership with CI Therapy, UW's Safe Kids, and the city of Fitchburg, all here in Fitchburg, which is pretty cool. And to be inspiring and safe for all abilities in this new playground, which will truly be a space for all kids and families. If you're interested in donating, Andrew will share the link on exactly where to go when he puts up the headlines up on Facebook and YouTube later today. All right, let's talk about COVID-19 and daily cases coming in here. And here are those numbers. 8 families lost loved ones to COVID-19. 176 people were added to the dashboard today. 122 people were currently hospitalized, with 38 in ICU. Disease levels and hospitalizations in our community remain very high, and we must all take precautions to stay healthy and safe. To protect yourself and others, limit gatherings, wear a mask, avoid close contact with others, and stay home. If you are sick or feel off, for more data on the dashboard, you can always check in with Public Health of Madison and Dane County. And yeah, the numbers had been down for quite a while, but that doesn't mean that we want them to bounce back up. So continue to practice those good social distancing and best practices to stay safe from COVID-19. Quickly turning our attention to the U.S. COVID-19 cases across the U.S., still rising in many parts of the U.S. There were more than 1.2 million cases reported nationally over the past 7 days. 1.2 million. That's a lot of cases. Cases are highest among people ages 18 to 29, making it almost 23% of all cases reported to the CDC. Again, cases are highest among people between 18 and 29, making it 23% of all cases reported to the CDC. So we know that it can be very scary for our elder population, but a lot of people infected right now are in the younger category. So please take it safe. If you're traveling, make sure you check ahead because a lot of places are in lockdown or maybe going into a special lockdown. You want to know before you head out. All right, that does it for our headlines. Coming up next, we open up the digest. We're going to talk about your property taxes and making sure you know where to go and to set that appointment. That's next right here on Talking Fitchburg.
It takes all of us to slow the spread of the coronavirus. So follow guidance from authorities where you live and stay home unless absolutely necessary. Use a delivery service for essential items like food and medicine. If you must make essential trips, stay 6 feet apart from other people. wear a cloth face covering, and wash your hands for at least 20 seconds as often as possible. Visit coronavirus.gov for the latest information.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg in the digest, and today we're going to talk about your property taxes, making sure you know what to do when you're coming in this year. Yesterday we talked about you have to go to the community center and make an appointment. We want to make sure you know how to do all of those things. So we've got this helpful video. Take a look.
In accordance with public health guidelines to help prevent the spread of COVID-19 within our community, the City of Fitchburg has instituted special protocols regarding your in-person tax payments this year. As always, tax permits, utility bills, and pet license fees can be mailed to City Hall or dropped off in our vestibule anytime. If you require a receipt for your payment, please enclose a self-addressed stamped envelope, as they are not sent automatically. Please do not use the drop box or mail if you are paying in cash. Online payments are available. See the website for details. Payments made after January 31st should be made payable to and mailed to the Dane County Treasurer. This year, all in-person tax payments must be scheduled by appointment only from 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. most weekdays. You may schedule an appointment online at fitchburgwi.gov or by calling 608-270-4270, #6. If you have no questions about your bill or payment, fill out your payment in advance and bring it with you for your appointment. Do not include any other payments to the city on the same check. Upon arrival at your appointment time, enter through the Community Center main entrance. City staff will be cleaning and sanitizing the area regularly to ensure your well-being. Masks are required, and disposable masks and hand sanitizer are available. Follow the floor arrows and use the X's as necessary to maintain proper social distancing. As you enter the Fitchburg room, proceed to the desk marked Checkpoint 1. There you will check in for your appointment, get answers to your questions, and make sure you have all of your payment documents filled out correctly. If you still need to complete your paperwork, you'll be directed to a table off to the side. Freshly sanitized pens are available, or you may use your own. Again, please do not include any other payments to the city on the same check. Once you have your documents in order, follow the X's to one of the 2 payment stations to complete your tax payment. You'll get a receipt at that time. There's an area for dropping off other payments on your way out. Follow the arrows to exit the building. Remember, taxes can only be paid at City Hall in Fitchburg on or before January 31st. Payments made after January 31st should be made payable to and mailed to the Dane County Treasurer. If you have questions or need special accommodations, please call 608-270-4200 or see our website at fitchburgwi.gov.
All right, there you have it. Great job by our staff person, Scott. Love Scott. Does a great job. And let's talk about, again, just to reiterate, the the two major points here, and that's where you're going and that you have to make an appointment. So again, you're not going to the city hall to make your payment unless you're dropping it off. If you're just coming in to drop it off in the drop box, that drop box still in city hall in the foyer. It's accessible and you can go in there. There's plenty of signage here, by the way, too. So if you forget, there's a sign there that tells you to go to the community center. So you're entering from the front side of the community center, as you see there on the screen. And again, new also this year, you have to make an appointment if you're paying in person. And then you might be asking yourself, well, where do I find out more information? Which we put on this graphic right at the bottom here. But I thought, you know what? Why don't we just show you where that is? And you saw it on the video. You see it here. But we're visual people, right? We want to show you things. So Andrew, cue this up. This is what the site looks like. And as was pointed out, to book your appointment right there at the top, that's how you book your appointment if you need to pay in person. And you need to do that ahead of time. And then it's got all the different the updates the law, the lottery credit, first dollar credit, real estate. The whole shebang is here. Plus the inserts on here as well. So some people have said they didn't get the insert. All inserts were included with every tax bill this year. And as it's been for the last several years, that went out. And if you didn't see that insert, that is available right there on your screen. And then we also have frequently asked questions. We actually sat down and talked with Misty Dodge, the finance director here at the city of Fitchburg, and she breaks down exactly what's going on as well, both exactly what's on your tax bill, plus the frequently asked questions. But those are all right here, and she points that you should go here if you have any questions first. And then if you still have questions from there, certainly staff here is available and would be happy to help you out with answering any of those questions or getting your time set up for coming in and paying those taxes in person. Again, you've got your online options as well. All of that is available and it's right here on your screen for that information. All right. That does it for our digest. Coming up next, we talk with the Fitchburg Senior Center Director, Jill McCone, next right here on Talking Fitchburg.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us. That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu.
We don't have time for delays.
We don't have time for spills.
Next.
We don't have time for setbacks. Let's be real.
Getting the flu shot
Helps you fight the flu.
Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me today from the Fitchburg Senior Center, it's Jill McCone, Director, Chief, and so much more. Jill, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm from my kitchen too. I tried to clean off my counter a little, but yeah.
That's a really nice paint job that you got going on there. Looks nice.
Thank you.
Good color balance.
Thank you.
Told you I'd cheer you up. But we've got a lot to get to today. As we turn the page, we were kind of joking, getting out of 2020, going into 21. Even though we made it, it still feels kind of tough. But I love how the newsletter leads into this, and that's good riddance to 2020. Goodbye. I bet you guys laughed when you were putting this together.
Well, that is my article, and I had to look it up just to make sure like it didn't have some underlying really, really different meaning, but that's
exactly.
I guess that was my mood when I wrote it. And yeah. So anyway. Trying to keep the hope.
Right. We talked, it feels like we just talked yesterday. But as you go look back to 2020 and move into 2021, what are some of the goals, if you wouldn't mind talking just quickly, goals moving into 2021 that you and your staff will be working on?
Yeah. I was I'm trying to be optimistic. I don't know. I was hoping that we would be, we've talked about opening our doors in April. We're like, okay, we'll get through this first quarter. Numbers will be down, vaccines will be out. And then there was someone that brought up the fact that, oh, there's that other strain, and they won't have that many vaccinations out by then. So then they pulled me back down into the doggy dumpers, is what I call it at home. So anyway, we keep doing Zooms. We keep trying to connect with people just, via phone calls and emails. And, we get a lot of walk-ins. People still can make an appointment to see a social worker or, talk to a staff person. So I guess, I can't say our goals are a lot different than just trying to keep these connections that we have with people going, with hopes that we will open our doors soon. Right?
Absolutely. And when that time comes, I know you guys will be very excited, and so will all of the visitors that come in day in and day out at the senior center. And it may be slow, but hey, we're gonna go there. To start off on a positive note too, I love that you got Mary Helen back here, kicking things off. Talk a little bit about the joy of the Grateful Heart.
Yeah, so Mary Helen was part of the Retiree Rebels, and we've had them numerous times, and I know you've done projects with them. And she's such a great motivational speaker. So I was thinking last month, who's somebody that could maybe bring some joy? Maybe it's really just for me, maybe, but I know that a lot of people follow Mary Helen, and so we're hoping that will help kick off the new year and focus on being grateful, which, is a good reminder. The sun's out today and the snow's beautiful. And, so anyway, so people can, call Susie or email Susie to get the Zoom link, and hoping they'll enjoy that and bring some joy and just kind of remind us, every day there's something to be grateful for. So. Yeah.
Absolutely. And another famous event coming up in a total 360 here is the AARP tax help.
Oh, goodness.
Maybe I don't know if I could go on record and say maybe be the most frequent booked up, better get in line type of program.
I know, and certainly it is being the most phone calls that we're getting about that. And, we're ready to kick it off. We're just waiting for AARP to figure out how they can do this as safely as possible. It used to be meeting one-on-one, obviously, and now it's looking at, drop your forms off, pick your forms up. So we're trying to figure out a way to make it most convenient, particularly for those that don't have access to transportation. We don't want them to have to find transportation 3 different times to come in. And so there's a lot of logistics that AARP is juggling, but they know we are willing and ready to help set up a safe environment for them to offer this tax assistance. So hopefully we'll know in a couple of weeks whether we're able to offer this or not.
Yeah, it's a great program, and every year that I've done the show, I have to laugh because I just know how fast that it does fill up, like you said, and very helpful program. So hopefully things will get it figured out, and people can be helped. So another way that you're helping is working with the Edgewood School of Nursing. Maybe one of my favorite programs in recent years that's come out of the Senior Center. Tell us what do you got going with the partnership?
Well, the partnership, we are working with the Edgewood nursing students who we did last semester too, and they work close with Amy and Sarah, the social workers, and connect them with clients that just need a little extra support, especially right now. Initially, the intent of that program was to accompany folks to their doctor's appointments and help be good advocates for them. Now it's a little more televisits, over the phone conversations. And then we are expanding that. We're adding some master nursing students next semester. And so we'll have more opportunity for people if they need that extra support. We have more students available. And then we're going to do that by appointment only health fair. I've got a lot of information today from their instructor, and it looks really cool. It will be a face-to-face to run some of those tests, the glucose test and blood pressure and stuff, but I feel that we can do it really safely. The instructor feels real comfortable too by providing all the necessary equipment. So hoping to roll that out actually more than once next semester. And then on top of that, working with the School of Public Health and Medicine. And we've got 2 second-year med students and a third-year med student that are going to roll out a presentation, a healthy series. What did we call it? Be Happy, Be Healthy or something?
Yep.
Yeah, so we just met yesterday with the students, and so we'll be determining those topics, and then they'll be offering a weekly presentation starting in February. So excited about that.
Yeah, I am too. I think it's a great opportunity. We've heard a lot about people being afraid to go in or do those regular doctor's appointments, regular health visits, and this is a great alternative to still keep up on health, and so important, even before COVID ever showed up at our doorstep. Finally, the Fitchburg Senior Center Caregiver Support Group, 20 years strong.
Isn't that something?
That is, that caught me off guard. Tell me, what is the group? What do they do?
So, it caught me off guard too. I couldn't believe it. But Debbie Trexel and Jean Moran have been our volunteer support group leaders for 20 years. And, just like they did when in person, now they virtually, they get together. And it's just a group of people with, sharing their ideas, their successes, maybe some of their frustrations, and just giving each other tools how to handle different situations when you're dealing with taking care of a loved one. So, it's really that. It's a support group. It's a nice network. We see new faces come on board. And again, a big thanks to Debbie and Jean for managing and facilitating this group before, and now even more so during COVID. So we're pretty lucky to have them.
Yeah, absolutely. And congratulations to them in 20 years.
Yeah.
That's very impressive. And to me shows how important that group really is. And tying it all back into to everything today, just having that interaction with people is so important. So Jill, it's been a pleasure. Welcome back for another year, 2021. It started. It can only go for up, right?
Right.
I think, yes, it's the beginning of the year and winter's a little gloomy, but you're right. We just came out of the 7 days of no sun. So you're right. Better days to come, but
days to come.
What we do know is you have a great staff down there, and when the doors open, they'll be ready for you and ready to come in and high five or do whatever they can do, a little fist bump, whatever, elbow bump.
Whatever,
You're ready for it.
Yeah.
All right, Jill. Well, thank you so much for your time. I'm glad to have you here, and we'll see you soon.
Sounds good. Thanks.
You bet. Jill McCone from Fitchburg Senior Center. Better days to come. And we're glad her and her team are here and ready to help you out here in 2021. Take a quick break. More to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.
You're there for them. We're here for you. Find free care guides at aarp.org/caregiving.
Si los amas como para aspirarle los mocos a las 4 de la mañana, entonces seguramente visitarás nhtsa.gov/protegidos para comprobar que van en el car seat correcto.
Había un niño que era muy sensible a luces y sonidos. Construía escondites donde no podían entrar. No le gustaba mirar a la gente a los ojos. Lo hacía sentir incómodo. Un día se descubrió que tenía autismo. Con ayuda, poco a poco, aprendió a vivir mejor con ello.
Mientras más pronto se diagnostique, mejor. Conoce las señales en autismspeaks.org.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Wrapping up the show, I want to thank Jill McCone for stopping in and talking with us, getting us update there, what's happening at the Senior Center. You can check in with what's happening weekly on the YouTube channel, Fact TV, and you can hear from Andy and Amy. They give you an update on what's going on. And of course, that newsletter, very important. Just saying. All right, as we wrap up, remember, you can stay connected with Fact TV. Join us on Apple TV, Roku, Facebook, YouTube. If you haven't followed us yet, what are you waiting for? The time is now. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you back here tomorrow.